Hey y'all, I'm Chef Rob, and today we're gonna be cooking a delicious, high protein, lean Tuscan chicken. So we got our chicken breasts right here, and we're just gonna start off by seasoning them with a little bit of salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning. And this is a great dish for whenever you have company over for like a little dinner. This is a great dish to kind of test out on your kids to get them to try more vegetables and be a little bit more adventurous. All right, we've got our pepper, gonna add some salt. And just remember, whenever you're handling chicken, try and use tongs or if you have little rubber gloves. But when it comes to chicken, you just wanna have that safety net. And if you do have to handle chicken, make sure that you wash your hands under really warm water with lots of soap for about 30 seconds to a minute. So we're gonna flip our chickens back over with the smooth side up. Got my oven preheated to 425 back here. We're gonna put these in the oven for about 20-25 minutes. Let them cook to about 160 is what you're looking for. And let it sit. It's gonna get to that 165 and you have perfect, juicy chicken breast. All right, let's put this in the oven and we'll get started on our sauce. Now for the really fun part, we're gonna make our sauce. So to start off, we have our pan over a medium-high heat. We're just gonna add a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. All right, nice and hot. And then we have our sliced onions. We're gonna add in there, and we're just gonna saute these little onions around until they get nice and translucent. You don't want them browning or burning. We're not trying to caramelize the onions. We're just trying to soften the onions. So that's what we're kind of looking for with these. So let's just add just a pinch of salt to those onions. The salt is going to help soften those onions up a lot quicker. And this will take about 3 to 5 minutes before they get actually nice and soft, and then we'll continue. Our onions are nice and translucent, nice and softened. So now we're gonna go and get our minced garlic. And then we're just gonna saute this up just for about 60 seconds. It's really about just fresh, clean, simple ingredients, and that's exactly what this sauce is. All right, now that our garlic is nice and sauteed, we're gonna add in our spinach. We're just gonna add the top here and just let this steam for about 2 to 3 minutes, let that spinach wilt down, and then we'll keep going. All right, so as you can see, our spinach is nicely wilted. So next up, we're gonna add our tomato paste. And since we're already using sun-dried tomatoes, it's gonna all incorporate really, really well. So we're gonna get our tomato paste in there. And we're just gonna make sure it's incorporated really, really well, because tomato paste does have a little bit of a bite to it. So you want to kind of saute it just for about 30 seconds, incorporate with the rest of your ingredients. All right, now to add the rest of our ingredients. So we have sun-dried tomatoes. And you can get 2 different types of sun-dried tomatoes. You'll see them, sometimes they're dry, sometimes they're in oil. I like the ones in the oil. They're a little bit softer. They're better for sauces, soups, purees, things like that. Next, we have quartered artichoke hearts. These are also gonna be in a jar. Now you can get the fresh artichoke hearts. You gotta peel artichokes, then you gotta cook the artichoke hearts, and it's just kind of a lot of work. And we're gonna be kind of gentle, because we still want those artichoke hearts to kind of stay a little bit chunky. They're gonna break up a little bit, and that's okay. So next up, we're gonna add our chicken stock. And this is a low sodium chicken stock. And we're gonna just do a little bit at a time. You just don't want that tomato paste to kind of clump up as we're adding the chicken stock that's in there. So just a smidge at a time. And then finally, whole milk. And you wanna use whole milk for this. Don't try to do 2% or low fat or anything like that, because the fat in this milk is gonna help thicken up the sauce, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna reduce this. It's gonna take about 25 minutes. And our sauce is nice and thickened up. All the vegetables are nice and tender. All those flavors are married together. We're gonna give it a little taste, make sure we don't need to add any salt and pepper to it. Oh yeah, baby. And our chicken's done in the oven, so we're gonna take that out and put this all together and see how well all those flavors come together. Look at that. Now that's a good meal. A nice little side salad, maybe some brown rice with it. That's a whole meal right there. That is absolutely delicious. I'm Chef Rob. Thank y'all for joining me with this dish. And just remember, healthy doesn't have to be boring, and healthy doesn't have to be bland. I'll see you guys next time.